Pisces Risings March 2022 is probably my favorite one to film this month because it's about you, spotlight on you, finally getting eyes that you deserve for you to stand out. If you're excited to dive into what March 2020 holds for you and your sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. There's been some issues with even people that hit the bell not hearing about things, so I do also post everything in my Telegram channel down below. Want to keep you all updated, and for some reason some things aren't working, so letting you know all the options. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a Western, mostly Hellenistic astrologer that uses the tropical zodiac and whole sign houses. I do astrology, I do crypto, and if you're looking to get into crypto, I have referral links down below at trusted websites of exchanges where you can get started if you're interested. From the 1st to the 12th, Venus will be conjunct Mars, and for the first part of that, particularly from the 2nd to the 4th when it's really intense conjunct Pluto, it'll be in your 11th house of groups, friends, and networking. So you are networking, grinding, meeting people, being heard, being extroverted. It is very much an external recognition period for the first few days. And on the 2nd, there's a beautiful new moon in your first house. So this new moon is conjunct Jupiter and Neptune. It is dreamy, it is optimistic, it is idealistic, having to do with your personal identity. But with the other things in the sky balancing it out, you have a goal, you're an optimist, and there's a set plan of action for you to be recognized in the way you want to be seen. Now, also on the 2nd, there is a Mercury-Saturn conjunction in your 12th house. Mercury-Saturn is very serious communication, and the 12th house is internal, psychological, and spiritual. So there could be a breakthrough or a come to Jesus intervention with a coping mechanism or addiction affliction that you're like, yeah, this news, this realization has me now having to make a change and be more authentic and upfront with how I'm depending or practicing this. From the 4th to the 6th, the Sun will then be conjunct Jupiter in your first house. Sun Jupiter is being recognized as an authority, as a wise leader, and for you it's around your identity. You are being recognized. Spotlight is on you. People are believing in you, and the waterline in here is making it even more dramatic, I guess, as this is a big, big recognition time for you. Then on the 6th, Venus and Mars will be entering your Aquarius 12th house. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes work going on as well. That even as you're putting on a happy face, there's a bit of faking it till you make it because you're undoing some poor habits or behind-the-scenes messiness in your mental health or spiritual world. Then on the 12th, the Sun is conjoining Neptune in your first house. Sun-Neptune in the first house is so dreamy and idealistic. It is you being euphoric, being on a pedestal. Watch out for a lot of people looking up to you and then not having that support there eventually. So don't get carried away, don't have your head in the clouds, stay grounded, but enjoy the euphoria middle of the month. On the 18th, there's then a full moon in your Virgo 7th house, a letting go, an ending, or a culmination to your relationship world. If there's a committed relationship that you are ending, this could resemble that. Could also be that it's time for you to have spotlight on you, so you need more distance or just a chapter's ending in your relationship. If you're not in a spot to break up, it's not going to be an ending, but it's a letting go of something in your committed relationship or in like a legal battle. Could be a legal battle is ending, or any other relationship is like just cutting ties in a certain energetic way. On the 18th to the 23rd, Venus and Mars in your 12th house will be squaring Uranus in your 3rd. So you're working on your mental health, you're trying to get things in order and under control mentally, but spontaneity or lack of structure in your routine is throwing a wrench in that. So you might want to adjust your living routine, how you get news information, your day-to-day hours that you're like awake and working to better accommodate your mental health. On the 20th, the Sun enters Aries. The Astro New Year begins. It leaves your first house, it moves into your second house. More focus on securing the bag and earning money from the 20th onward. And finally, from the 28th to the 29th, Venus will conjoin Saturn in your 12th house. Venus-Saturn is seriousness around boundaries. It is bittersweet. It's declaring some sort of valuable goodbye or boundary. For you, it's in mental health. You might be cutting out something. You might be having to declare a kind of mental health spiritual boundary that is in your best interest, but is a little bittersweet. Let me know in a comment down below how this month is feeling for you. Any thoughts, any predictions, anything to share? Would love to hear from you. The card that we have from the Amio astrology deck for Pisces Risings for March is Chiron. A wound can become a healing tool, the wounded healer. So the myth of Chiron, in a nutshell, is a demigod got wounded in battle. He was immortal, so he was forever wounded and could not die. He became a great healer and great teacher of warriors. So your vulnerabilities and what you were most ashamed of could be your greatest teacher and teaching point. Opening up about something that you were once ashamed of could be the theme of this month, given how much mental health but also being seen are emphasized. So vulnerability, opening up up about something, seem very, very clear in this month that you'll be doing that. And you are probably recognized very, very highly. And that's how I see the success and the money coming in later on. Very much looking forward to this March. I hope you are as well. In the meantime, you can check out some other videos on my channel, like the March entire month forecast, or it's coming up for you with the full or new moon, as I mentioned. Otherwise, can't wait to see you in the next one, and take care.
How there is one